The information that you get from your senses is like getting pieces of a puzzle. Now, let's say that I showed you this puzzle piece, and you see this picture, and your eyes saw, that kind of looks like fur. So fur is going to be the first piece of the puzzle, and you used your eyes to be able to see the fur, so that gave your brain information about what was out there in the world. What kind of animals have fur? Let's think. Well, we know that bears have fur, and bunnies have fur, and chipmunks have fur, and squirrels have fur. There's lots of animals that have fur. So that piece of the puzzle that I showed you, it could be a lot of different animals because all you see is the fur. Now let's say that I told you to listen with your ears because this is what the animal sounds like. You listen, and the next piece of the puzzle that you hear is barking. Barking like woof, ruff, bark, arf. Those are all barking noises, and barking is the second part of the puzzle. So you think to yourself, let's see, what kind of animals bark? Well, I know that dogs bark, wolves bark, coyotes bark, seals even bark, and foxes, they all bark. Plus, these animals all have fur. Yep, even a seal, it has fur. So we know that the animal that we're trying to think of, it barks and it has fur. So can we figure out the puzzle yet? Nope, we still don't know what kind of an animal it is. We now have two pieces of the puzzle though. We know that the animal has fur and we know that the animal barks. So can we figure out the puzzle yet? Nope, still don't know what the animal is. Now, what if I showed you a bigger picture of where the animal lives? And you could see that the animal lives in a place that has a room with a couch and a chair and a television set. What kind of a room do you think this is? That's right, it's a room in a house, probably a living room or family room. So that's the next piece of the puzzle. The animal lives in a place that has a room, which is probably in a house. So putting all the pieces of the puzzles together, we know that the animal has fur, we know that the animal can bark, and we know that the animal lives in a house. So which one of these animals, the dog, the wolf, the coyote, the seal, or the fox, do you think lives in a house? That's right, it's the dog. It must be the dog. But because even though the other animals have fur and can bark, none of those animals we talked about would be in a house. So the animal that we were thinking of must be a dog. To be able to figure out the puzzle about what the animal was, your brain needs to get information, and it gets information from your senses and also from things that you already know. And you use that information to come up with an idea of what that puzzle is. You had already learned from your senses that the animal had fur, that the animal could bark. You knew that you had never seen a seal or a wolf in a house. These were things that you already had in your head. You put that information together, information you get from your senses and information about things you've already learned to come up with the idea that the animal is a dog.